I feel like John Wayne. Cutting through on a red horse, I'm switching lanes.
Another vibes right now. Wembley. I got myself some heritage, you know what I'm saying? 0405, because we're taking it back to the old days. We're not, you know what I'm saying, when we weren't in the mud. When we used to go Wembley and we knew we were bagging goals, bro. But you know what I'm saying, I'm a bit nervous, I can't lie, I'm absolutely shitting it, like, what the fuck have I got myself into, you know what I mean? I got my boy Cortez with me, you know what I'm saying, we're just loading up some petty, we're doing the road trip, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, man, I'm a bit nervous, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm a bit nervous. Usually, you know what I'm saying, I get the bathrobe out, I'll be dancing in the shower, I ain't doing that. It was maybe if we're in the final, but oh no, man. Up the Chelsea though, regardless, man. We're here. You know, we had to get right. We got the Patron in the cup. We got the Henny. Pick your poison. You know what I'm saying, my boy? Pick your poison. Anything can happen today. You know what I'm saying? Should I do a shot for you guys? Fuck it. Let's get the Patron loaded. Up the Chelsea all the time, bro. You know what I mean? Up the Chelsea. Come on. Normal. Felt that, bro. Felt it still. Fucking I've got PTSD. Last time I walked down this strip, I was seething. We're home. I feel like I belong here, you know what I mean? Now, you guys have probably seen these pictures on my socials and thought to yourselves, what on earth is going on here? Now, I've told you guys already, before I'm black, I'm Chelsea. There's two types of people in this world, Chelsea or scum. Now, it's up to you to pick your poison. I made my choice a long time ago, and I'm gonna lay in that fucking bed. Now, you guys are wondering, how did a picture like this even come about? So you're gonna see it in 4K, the scenes and what led to this moment. Chelsea in the building, Crashers reunion. Right, Haley wants to hide her face, Mudrick Ucker. What are you saying? Brown envelopes inside. I caught him in 4K. I finally caught him in 4K. What you say? How you feeling about the game? What's your predictions?
2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, of course you got Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Cole Palmer to turn up. My brother. You get me better than Saka.
Of course. Yeah? Come on, what you saying, Lewis? How you feeling?
I'm saying 2-1 because I want to back my team.
Yeah?
That's it. That's it. No other reason.
No faith. 1% chance that it ends. What you saying, Fats? What are you telling me? You can beat them. Proper Chelsea.
3-1.
3-1, yeah? Fats turned into Ric Flair.
So cold.
Right now we're outside the FA Cup final. It's going crazy, you know, I had to just Put my heritage spill on, you know. I told you guys I ain't gonna do nothing too crazy because it's the FA Cup semi-final. You know, these guys have a tendency to let me down. I did it big last time. So I just did a little light spill. You know what I'm saying? These look come like I have CDs on, you know, with the CDs. They come like CDs. Heritage. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Let's see if Palmer does the job. It's a big test for everyone. Keep going, innit? Falling up, bro. Talked him first time and I just cut you late. Play late pack. Endosexual pack. With Stanley pack. Today is our club's funeral. Today, the stock of all these players that you man up has died. Their rep is in the sewers. Because I told you guys from the very beginning, these guys weren't what they were. I get slandered on Twitter every day. They call me a troll, a fake fan, deluded, an attention seeker, an agenda merchant. Breaking news, people. I told you so. Welcome to the truth. This is the platform where you get nothing but the unfiltered truth, the unpopular truth, the uncomfortable truth. As the people's champ, I have to be what the people can't. Because I've been saying this since day one. I told you guys the players ain't good enough. I told you Enzo and the team that is a liability to the side. I told you that the problems are bigger than Pochettino. I told you that the directors are saboteurs. Manchester City 1, Chelsea 0. Wembley again. Insanity is repeating the same things and expecting different results. So that's me. That's the onus is on me. Because I said I'm going to go Wembley again after what I saw at the Carabao Cup final. Me, silly me. But you know what it is? I treasure these Wembley trips because the trajectory of our club is heading towards Leeds United territory. Leeds United in 2001 were in Champions League quarterfinals against Valencia. Chelsea in 2023 were in Champions League quarterfinals against Real Madrid. They both got bought by American owners, or new owners, let's say. I don't know if they were American. I'm not going to lie here. We say the truth. They both started borrowing large amounts of money. They both realized that the wage bill was too much because our wage bill was actually 79% of our turnover. Decided to lower the wage bill. Overspending. We had to pay. Like, subscribe, press the like button. We're overspending. Going downhill. Before you know it, 3-4 years later, Leeds were relegated. A year, 2 years after that, they were in League One. What's the difference? Leeds are a heritage side. What's the difference of that not happening to us? So when I go to these Wembley trips, I enjoy it like it's my last. I'm in the pub, drinking Henny on the way there, Patron shots, hella pints. But I see it for what it is. I see the common consensus is Poch. It's not Poch it's on the players. These players have let us down. Oh, this. Like I've been telling you guys from the very beginning, I'm not crashing out anymore. I don't need to sit here and shout about how the players ain't this and they ain't that because I've saw it for what it was. I've lost my voice countless times. The truth is, if we want to tuck into it, let's do this very quickly. We're going to recap the game so quickly that we're going to get to the real problems. Okay, starting 11. Gusto,
Chalobah, Thiago Silva, Cucurella. In terms of the back four, I'll say 3 of the back 4 really did their job. Clap it up for you guys. Well done. 3 of the back 4, you man did your job. Cucurella did well until it was time to not do well. But that was also a Mudryk, if we're being honest, for the goal. Anyway, we're going to go through the team sheet. Gusto, the saboteurs us countless times. It was getting cooked by Grealish, got cooked by Doku. Going forward was useless. So when I say 3 of the 4, it's him. He's the one that the odd one out in that back 4. Alas, Enzo back in the side. Despite us winning 6-0 without him and actually looking at the most balanced side we've ever been. Interesting. Enzo back in the side though. Caicedo alongside him. Palmer in the 10. Non-league Madueke on the right. Gallagher on the left. Wembley semi-final against the champions of the world. Jackson up top. Now let's get into it. Why is Gallagher on the left? What? Why would Pochettino do such a thing? Why would Pochettino set up so differently? Well, for starters, he said himself one time when they came back from international break, when I say they, I mean the 215 million pound boys, 220 million pound boys, Caicedo and Enzo, the pivot that don't work alongside each other. Yeah, when they came back from international break and he said he's going to play them regardless, he said that if I don't play them, the fans will kill me and even the owners. Even I know this is a vape, but spark up the Clear Lake and the Enzo sexual pack. He had no choice but to play them. The truth is, we saw how we were 6-0, Gallagher in the pivot, because Gallagher has to play out of position just to protect the liability in midfield of Enzo because he don't have the legs. That's the truth. Physically, he ain't there. That's the truth. We've been seeing it all year long. But they will tell you that it's Gallagher that's the problem. Yeah. Gallagher's the problem, right? Gallagher's the problem. This is what it is. In terms of the directors, like I mentioned that quote specifically because the directors earlier this week, Pochettino also said that Winston Stanley and Lawrence Stewart sat him down about the penalty situation. This is now the 4th time the directors have interfered with the squad. Number 1, Thiago Silva being ostracized from the squad due to non-footballing reasons. He wasn't in the team no more. He only got brought back into the team when they realized that we had no legs in the centre-back position and he had to play. But at the time, you enablers, when I say you enablers, the fucking fans, because realistically, you guys are the root cause to all of this mess. If we're keeping it a stack hundo, a stack hundizzy, you man are the problem. Because you enable this mess. You man was screaming, oh, Thiago Silva's the problem. Oh, it's all on Thiago Silva. Oh, yeah, once we take him out, we'll see. We struggled to keep a clean sheet. Do you know when we got our first clean sheet since January? Do you know when that came about? When Thiago Silva was starting against Everton. Free-flowing football, playing it at the back, balance side, whatever. That's number 1. Number 2, in terms of Ian Maatsen, well, you guys blame on Poch with the left-back situation, but the truth is the board accepted a bid for him on deadline day. Maatsen refused to leave. Maatsen didn't want to go to Burnley. So, to protect his stock, because we relied on him for his pure profit sales, that 35 million means a lot to us in terms of the PSR rules. So what they had to do is not play him to risk him getting injured. And in January, they shipped him. But that was on Poch, right? Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Number 3, the penalty situation. And number 4, Enzo playing this weekend. Because the truth is, and that's not even the only one. 5, we'll get into it. Enzo playing this weekend. The only reason why he played is because it was our biggest game of the season. Our season's on the line. We have to play our big money signing. Imagine the optics if we lost 1-0 and Enzo was on the bench. Oh, we would have not heard the end of that one, innit? When he comes on the pitch and he has less touches than our fucking keeper, And then I have cats on my Twitter mentions telling me he had a good game, and I've got an agenda. How are we signing a £105 million player who's a liability to the team, doesn't even run? And in terms of cool, we could give him the benefit of the doubt that he's a luxury player. He don't have to run. You put the ball on his feet, and there's no luxury. How we've got a luxury player that's not a luxury? How do we have a £105 million signing that we have to put Gallagher out of position and fuck up the whole side for him? What's he shown me that we should build the whole team around? What has he shown me? Fuck all. That's the thing. It's an absolute disgrace. And this ain't the only thing. You think Poch wants to play Madueke and Mudryk over Sterling? No, not at all. He plays them because Sterling's wage bill is too high and they want to get him off the books. And you guys, all these big accounts that influence you guys' mindset and brainwash you guys with gaslighting, lies, drivel, you name it, will tell you Sterling's the biggest problem in our team and we should have him sold. When truth is, he's our best winger, natural winger, because Palmer's not really a winger, is he? He's almost natural winger. Now let's get to the game. So we was in the back foot immediately. I already knew we had to sit back, sort of pressure, hit him on the counter attack. In terms of hitting them in terms of building up in the first phase, like I said, our goalkeeper had more touches than our centre midfielders because they were hiding from build up. The reason why they were saying Enzo has to play was build up. How are we building up with him and he has less touches? He had less touches than our keeper. Interesting. But they will say, oh, he created that chance for Jackson. Oh, yeah. Cool, he's created one chance. Now let's get to Jackson. Earlier this week when we won 6-0, people were saying, oh yeah, Jackson's got 10 goals in the league. We don't need a new striker. Let's play with Jackson. That's the Con CFC pack. Because this is what it is. Our fan base enable all of this mess. Non-stop. Jackson saboteured us going forward. What do I expect? Nothing, because you're my 30 million striker for some reason. You're the only striker in our team, even though our manager's been asking for strikers for the longest. It's been a problem since for 3-4 years we've needed a striker. And some reason we spend £1 billion and we're going into our 4th transfer window and still need a striker. Interesting. It's not like I've been saying this though. Right. And then as it pertains to Jackson, I'm not even going to be too harsh on him because he was our only outlet. Because Gallagher has to play left wing and there's an inverted left wing so he can protect number 8, Daddy Yankee, Mr. Reggaeton with the tattoos. Because when he posts his pictures, his training pictures and said he's playing, everyone's in the comments saying they fancy him and want to kiss him. And I wish I was lying. I've never seen a fan base where a player posts a training picture and it's just him in training like a normal. I look at this like, oh, he's at training. And I see the comments. Oh, he's going to cook today. Oh, aura. Oh, man of the match. I can feel it in my balls. What? So you fancy the players? Simple. You fancy the players. But yes, Jackson was the only outlet. Great. He's at the edge of the box. He's doing runs, working on scraps, creating nothing. No one's even crashing into the box. No one's running. 1v1. No one's taking on their man. No one's tracking back. It's the fundamentals, it's the basics that these guys don't have. There's a reason why Palmer stands out. Do you know why Palmer stands out? It's not big. He is the best player. He shouldn't be our best player. I've been saying this all season. He shouldn't be our best player. But the difference is at a club level, all the players we've brought in, Palmer's the only one who's been around experienced top players in the dressing room. The De Bruyne's, you know what I'm saying? The Highlands, the Bernardo Silvas, the elite players. So when he's come in, his mentality is wired different to the rest. No one else has been at this level, at club level, because we don't shop for experience. We don't shop for top players. So what do you expect? What do you expect? I've been saying this from the very start. So now I look at the rest of the squad, and it's an absolute liberty. If I'm just being honest with you guys, it's an absolute liberty. Now, Jackson, I've dealt with that. He missed his chances. He's a criminal. He's got blood in his hands. But I don't expect nothing new from this because I've been calling it out. Everything I saw this weekend, I've been saying it. So I can't shout about it anymore. That's just me being like, I'm just going to keep repeating the same thing, shouting again and again and again. This was just a wake-up call for the rest of the fucking fans who gaslight me every day on x.com or Playback. If you're not sub to the Playback, playback.tv/EPL Daily. You'll find me there every day. 1K subscribers. Big up to everyone that's on there. Big up to you, man, for the 200 subs as well. I mean it. If you ain't liked or subscribed already, feel free to do so. Now, Kukurea, he did well, if I'm being honest. A couple goal line clearances. We was never on top. We was never the better side. Like, all of that stuff needs to stop. We had better chances, which we didn't capitalize on. Now, another scapegoat that everyone's talking about is Chilwell. Oh, why didn't Chilwell play the pass? Why didn't Chilwell play the pass? When Caicedo and Gusto had the exact same chance, where they were slotted through, there's another man running into the box, all you've got to do is square it to your man. They both did it, and they both failed. But do you know what the difference is? Chilwell is just English. But Gusto got the braids like Sean Paul. You know what I'm saying? Them just Ronaldo shots. So you man love him more. That's the truth here. Because he looks like Sean Paul. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. But I'm past it. Now you guys are going to ask me, what's the big problem? If it's not Poch, you're getting on the players, what do we do next? Let me get my Win Stanley and Lawrence Stewart pack. We start from the very owners. This sporting direction, this sporting model has been a disgrace from the very beginning. I've been saying this. There's no secret there. There's no lie there. Now, I look at it. We can go to the upstairs, the under 25 model. If you was gonna do under 25 things, why don't you get the creme de la creme of the under 25s? The Rodrigos, the Declan Rices. Do you know what I'm saying? The Jude Bellinghams, the Garth Diaws. Why don't you do those? Why are you doing random signings that no one knows the players prior to them joining us? You want to bring the top of the top? What experience does Caicedo have? I mentioned Palmer in the dressing room. Who did Caicedo play alongside? Lewis Dunk. Enzo, who did he play? He didn't, them 3 weeks in the World Cup next to Messi. Yeah, that's going to teach him the game. So you know what I'm trying to say? But from the jump, they fumbled. Now going to the directors, because at the end of the day, that's the sporting model. The sporting model is what the sporting model is. In terms of sustainability, why the owners flopped here, and this project is an absolute disgrace, and it's been finished and it's been eradicated, is because the ideal reason why they decided to do this model in the first place was for sustainability. They said that we were losing money because under Roman, we didn't care about sustainability and profits. We just wanted to win titles. For these guys, they want to bring in profits, make us a sustainable club, buy young players, flip them for profit. Now, look at the players that we've signed. Enzo, 105 million. If it was to sell him today, we would not make a profit. Caicedo, 115 million. If it was to sell him today, we would not make a profit. Modric, 65 million, 88 altogether. If it was to sell him, we would not make a profit. Kukurea, if it was to 65 million, if it was to sell him, we would not make a profit. Madueke, 40 million. If it was to sell him, we would not make a profit. All in all the players that we've signed will not make a profit, basically saying that sustainability isn't there. We've just spunked bread and wasted it. Now, in the topic of spunking bread and wasting it, you got to hold Win Stanley, Lawrence Stewart accountable, because when the board got assembled in January 2023, they had two tasks. One, have a midfield partner for Enzo. Two, bring in a top gaffer. Now, Christopher Bell was also pushing for the top gaffers. It's Celsius' 2-year birthday. Thanks for the balloons. I don't know. I don't understand where that came from, but it is Celsius' 2-year birthday. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, as I was saying, cool. You bring in a top gaffer. Now, Christopher Bell was pushing for Nagelsmann, a top gaffer. At the end of the day, he didn't agree with the sporting model because these directors, who have never won a trophy before, generally believe they need to be in control of every situation, micromanaging. From time the owners are coming into the dressing room and picking out the players. From time the directors are in Poch's ear telling him what players to play, what not to play. And then you're surprised at him, and he has no say in any of the signings, and you're surprised at him that the job don't get done. No top gaffer's going to come here and accept them not having no players, them accepting 150k wage bill for signing. So no top players even going to come here in the first place. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And then they're picking the squads. What? Anyway, the short list for the manager was Poch, Onslaught, Vincent Kompany. That already stinks. We got the better option in Pochettino. In terms of bringing in a midfield partner, we've established that Caicedo and Enzo pivot doesn't work. So if you want to sack Pochettino, cool. You guys got to leave on the way out because you made this happen. You made the sandwich. Literally, you made the sandwich. So there's no excuse. You don't go Subway, try buy a sandwich, and all of a sudden, oh, this is shit, and you're suing Subway. No, you made the sandwich, it's shit. Point blank. As it pertains to the 6-0, I didn't get too excited. I was telling everyone on Playback, I don't trust these guys to win 2 games in a row. I didn't even do a reaction video at the time because I was streaming. I need to find a balance between doing both, if I'm being honest. If you guys haven't already, like I said, playback.tv/EPL Daily. You'll find me there every day. But I told you, we can't win 2 games in a row. I don't trust these guys. If these guys have a random good game, I'm not on my high horse, because I've said this before. If you had a girlfriend and every time she was going out, she's giving us Snapchat to next man, chopping next man, having one night stands, and the one time, and she's telling you about it because she don't respect you, and the one time she comes home to you and says she was loyal, you start calling all your brethren, oh my gosh, bro, man, she did a cheat today, oh my gosh, she did a cheat, oh my god. That's how you man sound when you're running around gassing up performances in a 6-0 win against Everton. It's an absolute disgrace. Our season is in the sewers. So the sporting model needs to change. The directors need to be held accountable. Point blank, period. And bringing in a top gaffer, it's out of the question without those things changing. Bringing in top players is out of the question without those things changing. And like I told you guys, we're in mid-table again, out of Europe again. Season's over. When it was really time to put our backs behind, you know what I'm saying, show our support to these players, they let us down. And you know, everyone calls me negative. Everyone calls me this and that. So I deliberately said, okay, this week, I'm going to back the players. I went on Egal's stream, the positivity merchant, the top positive guy. He's the king of positivity. And I went there and I said, yep, we are going to win. I trust my team. We are Chelsea. We are Heritage. At the end of the day, and notice I didn't gas no players. Notice I didn't gas no players. I said the team, the club. I'm talking about the club. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The club. I weren't talking about the players or the team because I don't rate them. I was talking about the club. I still went there and I backed the club and said, yes, we're going to win. We're Chelsea. And what happened? Back the players, merchants, all crying that the players let you down. No. So what's the common denominator? When I call these guys shit before games and tell them we're going to lose anyway, I'm negative and they still play shit. When I back them, everyone cooks me. When I back them, everyone's like, yeah, CB, finally, you're back in the team. Oh my gosh. And they still play shit. What's the common denominator here? The team ain't good enough. And it's nothing personal on the players. These guys hit a lick of their lifetime. This is what you're not understanding. Noni, the likes of Noni, the likes of Jackson, Enzo, do you know what I'm saying? This I see starting every Petrovic, starting every week for Chelsea. My Chelsea, the greatest team this land has ever seen. The best club in London. Chelsea. They're laughing. They've hit a lick. They don't belong here. Polar bear in Arlington. Fuck me. But what's next? All we've got to play for is moral victories. Moral victories, you ask me, CB. What does that mean? We've got Arsenal on Tuesday. We have a chance to end their season. They've got a chance to redeem themselves. Don't count on it. If you're a betting man, don't count on it. We've got Spurs away from home on a chance to end their your Champions League run. West Ham, a chance to rectify the fact that they beat us at Olympic Park. And that's all we've got to play for this season. We are in the sewers. This team is trash, bobbins, meaty, gash, spineless, pricks, useless, beta males, thieves, vagabonds, criminals, scrubs, bums, cheeks. And I've been telling you guys from the very beginning, So thank you for tuning into the breaking news. I told you so. And thank you for the 200 subscribers. I promised, get me to 200 subs. I'll post every day, not just match reviews. You guys have done it for me. So prepare to find me unbearable, non-stop uploads. So slap subscribe, like if I'm chatting shit, comment that I'm chatting shit. If you agree, comment that I'm saying the facts and landing the minerals. Up the Chelsea always. We're in the sewers. Save my club. Save my club. Adios.
I feel like John Wayne. Cutting through on a red horse. I'm switching lanes.